So, Cygames, the company behind Umamusume, released some lecture slides from a game developer conference in Japan, and the lecture is basically on Umamusume's localization and English. They kind of showed how they go through things about their localization, and fans are angry about it. One particular slide that I'm seeing being used as contention more often is this particular slide. They're saying that they are tackling a challenge where, unlike otaku culture, gyaru culture is not very well known outside of Japan. Sure, comparatively that is true, but I think it is not that unknown as this seems to make it, especially with anime like My Dress Up Darling or The Polar Opposites or some anime like that. In comparison, it is true, but the situation isn't that dire. Like, if you are someone who is well versed, very invested in the anime culture, I think more often than not you are familiar with the gyaru culture. Anyways, their solution to tackle this supposed challenge is they found a parallel culture whose expressions could convey Daitaku Helios's chaotic fun personality. Was Gen Z? Do you understand that I don't play Umamusume? I've only played like a little bit of the game, and I didn't play it much after because the gameplay is just not my cup of tea. The game in general is just not my cup of tea, so I just didn't play it much. But from what I'm gathering is that this particular character is kind of a gyaru, and from the slide in general, there's like the impression that I'm getting is that the company itself is misrepresenting their own philosophy. I think maybe they wanted to say that they found a culture's expressions that are parallel to the gyaru culture. Not that the culture is parallel to gyaru culture, but that there are certain expressions that Gen Z has that are more in line with this particular character. So I think that would make more sense if that is the case in the original. Actually, I don't know about the character, so I can't really say for sure, but if they are showing what they mean to say, then I think that is a huge misconception, because gyaru culture and Gen Z, they don't have that much overlapping qualities for them to be parallel cultures. You know, the most common factors about these two cultures are probably using like random slangs or being up to the trend or something, which being up to trend is true for any generation. It's not just a Gen Z exclusive thing. So either way, whether they have a misconception about the cultures in general or if they're misrepresenting themselves, either way, I think as a professional company, it's not a good look for you, and it's definitely damaging for your company. But from what I've seen, according to the comments and posts on forums and Twitter, it seems that the fans they're not only dissatisfied about this case, it goes way beyond just Daitaku Helios. There's some aspects where the game just misrepresents a character. Like, they're represented in a way in the Japanese version, and in the localized version, it tells a different story. That the personality, it kind of changes, and it feels disrespectful for them. And if it is the case, I think I understand. Here are some posts that I found. Apparently, they censored words like Christmas, date, master, and some romantic scenes were toned down. Helios's dialogues are butchered, according to them, and apparently there's a lot of errors that have been left unfixed, whether it's about the dialogues or just the game in general. I don't know. They're claiming that localization is more like vandalization at this point with how bad it is. Now I'm also seeing some unnecessarily hateful posts where people are just for no reason targeting people in the localization department or just involved with the company in general, and there's, oh look, she's a woman, she has short hair, so she's definitely the villain here, she's evil. There's no need for that, man. You can be dissatisfied, you can just express your dissatisfaction without being disrespectful to people, okay? You're defending I get it, you're defending a culture, you're defending an anime character that you really like, you're defending a game, but you don't need to go out of your way to defend something you like and insult people that are just trying to do their job, dude. It's just unnecessary, okay? Let's try to be respectful here. This particular post claims that this hot rod thing does not go in line with this character who is Marzinski, and apparently historically she's been nicknamed a supercar. Like, that's her nickname, and this line in general, it misrepresents and undermines the kind of character she is. I think that's the kind of gist I'm getting from these comments and the arguments. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sticks posted this: please don't sacrifice your own culture to appease a group of people that A, don't understand it, B, don't consume it, and C, don't care about it. This localization is atrocious and a disservice to your game. And he points out this slide in particular, which I mentioned. It's like kind of a major contention. And this other slide that is showing a translation comparison, where the plain translation, it would be, oh, I'm in trouble now. And in the Cygames localization, it's, I'm in the soup. I'm not gonna lie, I think I prefer the localization here because it's kind of funny. Like, just reading the plain translation, it would not get me like engaged unless this localization is just misrepresenting the kind of character she is. But from how she looks, I feel like the vibes match. I don't know. So the localization issues go way beyond just these few instances that I've been able to gather. Now, since I'm not a Umamusume fan, I don't have that much knowledge about the game, I can't honestly tell you what these issues are and how detrimental they are to the game and the characters, but I think that the concerns are valid. Okay, if the localization is indeed like distorting perspectives on different characters and cultures in a game, I think you are completely valid to express your concerns. You're completely valid to express your dissatisfaction, but let's just keep it respectful. Okay, let's not go out of our way to mock people, insult people, target different genders or whatever, or their looks. If you have a problem with this, with the localization or any department of the game, vocalize yourself, like be vocal about it, but try to be respectful about it. Okay, that's about it. I just wanted to show you guys what's going on, and I kind of also wanted to just talk about it, like understand the situation myself. Like even right now, like I just want to know if my perspective on the situation is actually right or wrong. If I'm getting anything wrong, please do let me know. If there's any substantial change in the situation, if there's any substantial update on the situation, I'll let you guys know. But for now, that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.